context, I'm Anthony Sanchez. It's been a month and a year since COVID-19 hit and the US was forced to be in lockdown. The world was not only in a pandemic of widespread disease, but of fear. The lockdown took a lot of our happiness away, from locking us away from our family members, friends, and loved ones, to doing simple hobbies that we enjoy outside of the house. This ultimately caused a damage in many people's mental health, including my own. Statistics are proving that healthcare workers that were dealing with patients during the COVID-19 outbreak and the patients themselves show up to 50% increase of signs of depression and also 45% increase in signs of anxiety. I myself am a part of the 45% because in April of 2020, a newfound anxiety was born in me. In April alone, I was having panic attack after panic attack. My mental health was desperately plummeting.
It was scary to see him shake and just literally tremble of having anxiety attack and being in the middle of a pandemic and not being able to touch him or see him or be in his house. So it was kind of hard to try and help him without really knowing what to do.
Every single day for a couple of months, I lived with fear. And my anxiety was focused specifically on health anxiety. I needed help, and I needed help fast.
We tried different resources to help him, home resources as meditating together, praying together, different resources that to help him. We saw how our son felt like he was trapped in a situation that he couldn't get out. There were scary moments that my husband and I have to separately talk and pray for my son, just to help us provide him with the right words or with the right support.
I spoke with therapist, life, business, and family coach, Carla Peralta.
Some of the symptoms and feelings that people have been feeling because of the pandemic have been lack of control, a lot of loss, unfortunately, a lot of death, a lot of family tensions. So now people are home together when they were not used to being home together all the time, and whatever issues they had are now intensified. So it's been a lot of change, a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts. And of course, other positive things have happened as well, but everyone has been affected by the pandemic. And of course, it has affected our mental health. People need to get help. As a therapist for the last 20 years, I'm amazed at how a lot of people are afraid to get mental health services because they're concerned about the stigma related to it. Oh, they're gonna think I'm crazy or I'm not capable or whatever it might be. You have a mind and you have a body. And if I was bleeding in my eye tomorrow morning, I would search for help, right? Yet people are not afraid, or they feel like it's not okay to have mental health issues. How is it that for your lifespan, you're never gonna be depressed or sad or anxious or have any type of symptom? How can it be possible? All of us go through constant changes in our mental health. So the first thing people need to do when they're not feeling normal, what their normal is, they're feeling anxious, depressed, whatever, they need to get help. There's always hotlines, there's 311, and there's medical providers and counselors. People always call me what do I do? I need some help. Hey, if you want help, get your insurance card if you're lucky enough to have insurance, right? And behind that card, there's a number, all right? And on that number, you call and you say, I need help. I am feeling depressed. I'm feeling anxious. Please refer me, help me. What do I do next?
Thankfully, with the support system of family, friends, therapy, whether it was with a professional or therapy from working out at the gym, which I love the most, I was able to make my way out of the shackles of anxiety. It has no doubt been a tough year and still tough time for us during this pandemic. But thankfully, we are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. To this date, 150 million U.S. citizens have been vaccinated and counting. Every day at a time, U.S. citizens are taking the step to a safer yet happier world after the pandemic. According to the CDC, if you are fully vaccinated, you can start doing many things that you had stopped doing because of the pandemic. Over 150 million US citizens and counting can now gather indoors with fully vaccinated people without wearing a mask or staying 6 feet apart. We can now gather or conduct activities outdoors without wearing a mask. We can now start again to enjoy the beauty of being human, which is supporting each other, loving one another, and remaining happy while also safe. This has been Anthony Sanchez with In Context.